Hey guys, it's Riley and welcome to a quick thrift with me. I just got out of volunteering. I volunteer at the animal shelter that I adopted Olive from, and today I was cleaning dog kennels. It usually takes about 2 hours, and today was about like 2 hours on the dot. And I know this lighting is bad, but this is just the intro. I'm doing a quick thrift with me. I think it's going to be another 30-minute video because you guys seem to like the last one I did. So if you want to watch another thrift with me in 30 minutes, I will put it up here on the screen. Why only 30 minutes? That is because this is the first thing I've done with my day. I woke up, took Olive outside, but we haven't walked. She hasn't been fed. I haven't even started working. So, I mean, I guess I'm starting to work now. I don't need a lot of inventory. I've just had the itch to go. So a 30-minute thrift with me challenge is perfect for today. So I'm gonna grab some gas and we're gonna head over to Goodwill. I'm not sure which one yet. You'll see when we get there. Okay, we made it to a Goodwill. I decided to go to the one by the cheapest gas station around where gas is $3.65 a gallon, which is still crazy expensive. I haven't been here in like a month and it seems like they changed the setup. It's 10:36, so I will be in line by 11:06 and let's start thrifting. I just found the new racks. I was walking over to what I thought were the new racks and I turned my head and literally saw the great piece hanging up on like a display area. It did seem to be missing the drawstring cord. I don't know if it came with one. I mean, I'm assuming it did, but I mean, this probably retailed for almost $300 and there were no flaws, so I did throw it in my cart. I don't think the drawstring will deter everybody from not buying it. So this is what I thought was the new rack, but then I realized it had all different colored tags on it, so definitely not the new rack. I don't know what was going on there, but on this rack I did find this Torrid new tag swimsuit. It was $7, which is a little bit high for a Torrid swimsuit, I think, but it's a one piece and new tags and a size 5. So I did throw that in my cart. I still don't know exactly what these racks were since they were all random, different colored tags and items, and they were also really hard to look through because everything was so squished together. But I did take a peek and find one more item on this rack. It is a pair of TNA cargo pants. TNA is an Aritzia brand. I feel like it's kind of like their athleisure casual line. I don't pick up their older stuff anymore, but this definitely seemed like a newer, trendier style, and it wasn't a teeny tiny size, and I feel like I usually find Aritzia in teeny tiny sizes. I was not sure what those buckle things were, but I figured it out. I've got them photographed and I figured it out. It's just a little detailed. A lot of people have been saying Aritzia is not moving for them anymore, but I'll still pick up the trendy pieces. I will say I haven't sold that many pieces recently, but I'm still willing to give it a chance. I just looked at a few more items on this rack. Here are some Vineyard Vines swim trunks. I think they were boys and they were just priced too high. Found this old Free People. I think it was a denim dress, but it was $13, and honestly that's something I'd only pick up for a few dollars. These racks were right by the athletic section, so I took a peek. That brand I would only pick up if it was pretty cheap, so I did not buy that full price. Here were some shoes on like their shoe display. That's an old Sam Edelman. I really don't pick up that Sam Edelman logo anymore unless it's a very classic style. And the rest of the shoes were honestly kind of trash. And here I could tell this was a bridesmaid's dress brand, and I wasn't sure what brand. I had a feeling, and it was Birdie Gray. If you did not know, I picked up a bunch of Birdie Gray dresses from Boutique by the Box back in January, and they've done super well for me. I do still have a few lingering, but I bought 50, so that's not surprising. So I was hoping this would be one I would be able to buy. They had it priced at 10, which is high, but I would still grab it if I thought it was going to be a quick flip. However, this had flaws on it, which is very common with used bridesmaids dresses. You have to be very careful while picking them up at the thrift. I finally found the new racks, which told me the new tag was yellow, so that is the tag I want to be looking for. I believe this was a Wednesday and the color tag switches on Tuesdays, so the yellow was only 2 days old. I did decide to check the plus size section first. I found this Torrid dress, which was half off, so I threw it in my cart to look over. And then I also found this dress, new tag. It looked very interesting, from a brand I'd never heard of before, Jessa K, and they didn't have it priced up, so I threw it in my cart and decided to check comps on that as well. Here are a few more shoes on this like end cap of the dress section. This is all new to me. Here's a pair of Pretty Little Thing shoes. They had them priced at $10, and let me tell you, those will be at the bins. I guarantee you no one is buying those. That's the kind of stuff I find at the bins all the time. So I did also find this birdie gray dress in the plus size section, and at first glance it looked good, and they only had it priced at $7, so I threw it in my cart. But then I noticed a stain right there on the front, and that's honestly not too bad of a stain, so I did consider getting it. But then I saw runs in the fabric, so because of the flaws I did decide to leave it behind for $7, because I think max it would sell for $25, and today I just didn't feel like turning $7 into $25, especially on a formal gown, because sometimes those do take longer to sell. However, I have had luck selling pretty great decently fast. So here I am finally going through the new rack, and guys, there was absolutely nothing, which is why I had to speed up the footage, but I did find a little patch of something. I found these 4 built t-shirts, but I just saw the one and they had it priced at $6, and I was like, oh, another one, and another one, and another one, and that was it. So I grabbed those. I knew $6 would be high to pay for a t-shirt, but I decided to throw them in my cart and check comps, and unfortunately comps aren't there to pay $6 for one t-shirt. And as you can see, people were selling them in lots, but like 3 for $25, so I'd be, what is that, like $18 to sell for $25? It was just too high. I don't know why Goodwill had them priced at $6 a piece if they know that brand, but this one was new with tags and they still had it priced at $6. So I did decide to grab this built men's t-shirt. It had a little something on the front, but I just rubbed it out. This brand ended up being really good, the Jessica dress, so I did throw that in my cart to grab. And then I looked over the Torrid dress and realized that it priced at $10. I just saw the pink tag and saw it was half off, but half off of $10 is $5 obviously, and that just seemed a little too much to pay. Because it's a very spring summer dress, I would have picked it up for $5 for sure this past spring summer, but did pass for $5 going into fall because I didn't want to sit on it for a long time. These 2 brands I'd never heard of before, so I looked them up and they both ended up being nothing, so put those back. These boots looked interesting, and I did try to show you guys the brand. It's something that they just use a symbol, and I don't know what it is. I've seen it in the bins before and passed on it. Like, it feels mid-tier quality, like maybe $80 to $100 retail, but I don't know what the brand is, so I did pass on those. And then I found these Duluth pants that were half off, and I was excited about that, and then I saw they had some stuff on them, which is why they were half off. And I wouldn't pick up every pair of Duluth pants. Those just happened to be a good wide leg style and a perfect color for fall. So at this point, I am poking through the pants a little bit. I didn't have much time left. I did find these BDG jeans. They were slim straight. I don't really sell BDG anymore, very select styles of jeans, and these aren't one of them, so I was considering them for Crossroads and Buffalo Exchange, but they are also relatively picky on their BDG, so I just left them. Now I'm going through the pants like I should be. This day I was not very organized. I was kind of scatterbrained, and so I was shopping like I was scatterbrained, which is probably not the best for a 30-minute challenge. I did pull out these corduroy Levi's, and after further inspection, I do believe them to be vintage. However, right in the butt crack, they had some discoloration, as you can see. So I pondered for a minute trying to decide if it was really discoloration, but I did put them back because I am 99% sure they were discolored in the butt crack. I did find this pair of pants for Crossroads, Buffalo Exchange, Addicted, I believe is how you say the name. It is a Nordstrom Rack, like tween brand. They make very trendy pieces. I have sold this brand to them before. I did pay $5 for these, which is like the very top end of what I'll pay to take things to Buffalo Exchange Crossroads, because they give me 50% of what they price them at. I'm assuming they'll price those at like 18 to 20, so not a very big profit of in-store credit, I should say, but I do think they'll 100% buy them. So I am running out of time, and unlike the last 30-minute challenge, I was trying to save time to go through my cart. Here's one of my last finds, these half-off Pilcrow in the letterpress jeans, an Anthro brand that is just now Pilcrow. It's just old habits from reselling for 10 years that I say Pilcrow in the letterpress. But since these were white and half off, I was 100% sure there was something wrong with them, and I did not find anything. And since getting home, I still have not found anything wrong with them, so maybe I just got lucky and found these white jeans with no stains. And my very last find of the day was a pair of Abercrombie & Fitch jeans, and as we all know, Abercrombie & Fitch is very trendy right now, so I did pull these out to give them a look. They are a high-rise skinny style, which is not the best style to pick up right now, but they are a bigger size, a size 31, so after looking them over and finding no flaws, I did decide to grab them because I am still selling some skinny jeans, especially in larger sizes, so I think those could be like a $15 profit. Now it's time to go through my cart. I did save time at the very end to just check things over. So here is the Jessica dress, and after checking comps, I was very surprised to find this at Goodwill new with tags. It is very reminiscent of Ivy City Co., which is a dress brand. I think it's like a Utah dress brand that makes very similar dresses. So both of those, Jessica and Ivy City Co., are Bolo brands for sure, although I haven't sold the Jessica yet. I just got it listed. Here is the built shirt that was new with tags, and those little marks right on the front came out. That's not going to be a very big profit, but since it's new with tags from a trendy brand, I did grab it. And here I am again checking over those Pilcrow jeans, making sure there's no flaws. So for $2.50, they are a smaller size. I think they're 26, but I did grab them because they're a trendy style. However, we are of course going into fall winter where white jeans aren't going to be as popular. Guys, that reminds me of a story. When I was in middle school, my best friend and I were in a fight, and I had a white North Face, and she turned to this girl at our bus stop and was like, "My mom told me it's tacky to wear white after Labor Day." Needless to say, that girl and I are not friends anymore. She was not a very good friend. So I did find one pair of shoes, these Jack Rogers. This brand used to be much trendier. It's very preppy, very southern / East Coast. I do pick it up sometimes. Those were $7, which is probably the tippy-toppy end of what I'd pay, but they were in good condition, and I think I can get close to $30 for those, so not the biggest profit. Here were the TNA cargo pants. I do think those will do well because they are such a trendy, like, cargo baggy style. Here's the Torrid swimsuit, and I did decide to pay $7 for it because it's a one piece that is a 5X. Swimsuits do sell year-round for me. I'm expecting them to slow down in fall, but then pick up towards the holiday season when people start traveling, so I don't think this will sit too long. Again, it is new with tags. As you saw, the hygienic liner was missing, so I just note that in the listing as new with tags, hygienic liner missing, because some people may get angry if the hygienic liner is not there, so you have to note it. And my last find of the day was the Great Hoodie. Very happy to find that even with the missing drawstring. That is the end of the thrift with me in 30 minutes, and I made it in line at 11:07, so I actually did it this time. Alrighty guys, just finished up thrifting. I didn't see how many items did I buy. I purchased 10 items and I had $9 in points, so I spent $47.67. 10 items in a half hour. I got in line at 11:07, so only 2 minutes late. Pretty good 30-minute thrift challenge. Again, I could have easily spent 5 hours in Goodwill. Maybe not this one, but you know, hours. I could have spent hours thrifting, but I have too much to do today. So pretty successful 30-minute challenge, and happy with what I'm leaving with. That is all for today. This month is my mom's birthday month at Goodwill, so I get to use her 25% off coupon. So expect some exciting Goodwill content. I don't know if I'll just film hauls or thrift with me's, but that will definitely be up this month, so keep your eyes peeled. If you guys like reseller content, feel free to subscribe and check out the channel for bins hauls, what sold videos, lots and lots and lots of hauls. All right guys, thanks for watching. Bye.